Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Savannah Elizabeth and today we're gonna get into it. Gonna do a bunch of self-care for my skin, my face, and talk about a lot of sensitive topics. So here's a giant trigger warning because we're gonna talk about depression, body image, and anxiety, and probably more. So yeah. And if you do enjoy any of this, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. We are going to just get into this. So, oh, and chronic pain. We're talking about chronic pain as well, which is something I know pretty well. But let's just start getting everything going. I'm going to take my nose piercing out so I can get that area all good too. I'm going to start off with the Go-To Exfoliating Swipeys Foolproof Exfoliating Pads for Glowing Skin. I love these. I just got back from the gym, so I need to get anything I can off of my skin. So I have been suffering from chronic migraines and headaches since 2nd grade. I have learned lots of different ways to help deal with pain, get through things, but it doesn't mean the pain is not there. It is almost there constantly. I rarely have a day without some sort of pain. I also have EDS, Ehlers-Danlos, so yeah, that's fun. So my muscles have to work harder to function. So that is the gist about me. I have had anxiety and pretty much my whole life. I never really understood much about it growing up. All I knew was I would get so upset if I knew I'd forgotten to complete an assignment for school that I would just make myself sick. I would throw up, I'd get sick. My head would throb very bad, and then vomiting, just not a good situation. So there's the swipey. So much gunk came off my skin. I washed it last night even too, but okay. I'm going to quick try this out. It's an lip exfoliator from E.L.F. Coconut. Yeah. I struggled with depression in those same years. My brother got a lot of attention and I felt just kind of thrown away, and it led to a lot of deeply upsetting thoughts. So at 3rd and 4th grade, I was very not in a good place. Those thoughts have never fully gone away, but I've figured out a lot of ways to handle them much better than I used to. Let's try this quick. It's a little greeny, which is good. Why am I trying to talk while using this? Ooh, now I look really green. Alright, I like that. Okay. Okay. I like that. Quick wipe off any of the excess graininess. Just one of my little reusable, yeah, I don't know what they're called right now. Yeah. I really did a good job. So, I was always pretty down about myself, and then in 5th grade was the first time I was criticized about my weight. I'd always been a twiggy little thing, and then suddenly my mom said, "That shirt makes me look fat." That was one of the thinnest moments of my life. I was in 5th grade, and ever since then, weight just started becoming a thing in my mind, being criticized. My mom even started asking me if I was pregnant in high school, so that was fun. But I learned how to deal with it, This is also the Farmacy Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydrating Mask. I love this thing. It gets warm as you use it. So, that did not help with my depression or my anxiety. But, yeah. Ever since then, I started just paying more attention, and as I was in high school, I started gaining more weight, you know, filling out my body. I got so self-conscious, and that's never really fully left. And with chronic pain, it is kind of harder for me to exercise and stay with it. My body hurts so much. My ankles give out on me. My body just, it feels like it lets me down a lot. Which, that's not very helpful, is it? But I'm trying my best to finally get healthier again. I'm watching what I'm eating, just all sorts of things. I'm learning how to control my thoughts more so. It's constant improvement. Trying to better myself. I've got a weighted blanket that helps me fall asleep much better than I used to, so that helps. I don't sit there as much and overthink things thanks to a sleep aid. Yeah. But I'm working harder on bettering myself. I don't know. I'm just trying my best. Anxiety is still a very big struggle of mine. It's hard with me to learn new things, try new things. The first time I went to the gym was huge for me. I was terrified. I wanted nothing to do with it, but I knew I needed to do it. So I got my boyfriend and we went together the first couple times, and after a while I was finally able to go on my own. I have such anxiety with anything new. Am I gonna look stupid? I sit there and I doubt myself. I make up scenarios in my head, which is not very healthy. I can't really help it, but I'm trying my best to change those thoughts. And I'm finding that just pushing myself, going, come on, you can do this. You get this reward if you conquer something. That helps me so much. Like, I had to take a package to the post office, and I've had bad experiences there, and I get so nervous. I'm like, okay, if you do it, you can go get ice cream. You can go get coffee, a nice coffee, Savannah. Ooh. So I reward myself with little things, and sadly, it tends to be food. But it's something, it helps me start with just anything. So with my body, I am still working on feeling less self-conscious, but I'm just, you know what? I'm trying not to care. I'm like, you know what? I look good in this shirt. Okay, I'm gonna wear it a lot more often. And every time someone compliments me, I try to just remember it. So to try and cancel out all those negative thoughts in my brain. So it's hard, but it's taking a lot of work for me. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So, with my chronic pain, it happens so often, and I do end up bedridden some days. Like, it's bad. I've learned one trick with migraines that I've been doing since I was really little is to tilt my head back and just have as if I'm looking at the ceiling exactly above me. It blocks off some of the nerve for a little bit, so I get a little bit of relief, so I can do something. I've just learned all these little tricks to make it through the day. And I've become so used to the pain sometimes that I barely register it being there. My chronic pain for my head is usually at a 2 nonstop. My ankles and my legs hurt regularly, and they just give out on me and I will collapse, which makes going to the gym a little nerve-wracking. What if my ankle gives out while I'm on the treadmill? What if my hip pops out again and I'm just on the treadmill? But I'm just trying to push those thoughts out of the back of my head, and once I do it, I tend to feel so much better and in such a positive mind frame after I work out. So I'm pushing myself, like, you know you don't want to go, you're anxious about going, but you know how much better you feel once you do it. So that is a reward for me in itself. And knowing I will hopefully make progress health-wise is great too. I used to work at Walgreens and I do 8 or 9 hour shifts on my feet, and I would come home and you couldn't get me to do anything. I would be in such pain that there was no way I could really clean. Things just kind of fell apart at home because I neglected it due to pain. But I'm trying to push myself, say, okay, do it for clean this for 20 minutes and then you can take a break. I'm doing intervals, little tricks of the mind, like, okay, I can do it for 10 minutes. I can do that for 20 minutes. Okay. Just little rewards throughout the day as well. Like, oh, I did it. I can take a break and watch 10 minutes of YouTube. I have to motivate myself constantly, which sucks. But I know that's how a lot of people actually work. And I want to try and keep my life somewhat enjoyable, even through the pain, with those rewards. Okay, I can go play my video games. I can play with makeup. Just get this done first. Get everything you need done first too, if you can. And then you have the rest of the day, rest of the hour to do what you enjoy. Whether it's watching shark documentaries, play with makeup, play video games. Leave me a comment if you play video games. What games do you play? What console? What systems? What type of games do you like? I play a lot of Maneater. Not so much Borderlands right now, but 2 and 3 are awesome. I've been playing Sims, Jurassic World Evolution, Call of Duty. Specifically, I like the Black Ops games. So I like my zombies in the original. Then for Black Ops 2, and then with Cold War, I've been liking multiplayer, so, okay. I'm gonna take a moment, though, and just let this finish up on my face, and then I'm gonna wash it off. You're supposed to leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes, and, yeah. I don't know exactly what time I put it on, but I feel like it's getting close. I have dry skin, so the hydration is really great for me, especially I just took off all of that dead skin, so that hydration is going to sink in really nicely. Okay, I'm back. My skin feels so hydrated and plump and nice, but now I need more moisture, so I'm going to grab my Daily Greens oil-free gel moisturizer from Farmacy. They made it specially for BoxyCharm, and I've been enjoying this, so I'm gonna put this on all over. So for those days where I don't feel like getting out of bed, I kind of have to force myself because I know the cats need food, so that is a good motivator. But there's times where I'll get that far and just I don't want to do anything else. I just want to sit there and relax. I am in pain, just no motivation. I'll make a game out of it for myself, like, oh, you can't do this for 10 minutes. Oh, watch me. Or I'll make a list of bare minimum of items I have to get done, and I'll start with something easy first, and I'll try to take my iron vitamin because I know I have a bit of iron deficiency. Check with your doctors before taking any sort of supplements, though. This was recommended for me by my doctor to take iron daily, and I struggle with remembering it. But I've noticed when I do remember to take it, my energy just whoop, through the roof. My productivity through the roof. So on those days I'm like, I don't want to do anything. How can I motivate myself? And I'll try to go iron vitamin. And that helps so much. So make a game out of it, iron vitamin. I will also, if I'm having a more chronic pain type of day, I will go get ready for the day. And I feel like I can hide the pain I'm in when I am all done up. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I look put together, I look better than I feel. It just, I don't know, something about it makes me feel like, fine, I can get through it. I did my makeup. I look cute. I look great today. I can do it. That's how my brain works, so I tend to wear a lot more makeup on days where I don't even leave the house. So that just, it really does help me somehow. And I encourage anyone to try that. Just get ready for the day and see how you feel after it. Just give it your best go. This I'm using is the Elemis Pro-Collagen Eye Revival Mask. You don't have to wipe it off. I just love to put some under my eye like you're supposed to because it's an eye mask. But anywho, those help me. Helps me get going. And the way I get through my more painful days is I usually try to remember this can't last forever. I will turn on a movie I know very well, or turn on something about sharks and just zone out for as long as I can. I'm so lucky though that I have an amazing boyfriend who will help me out to the best of his ability, and so will his daughters. His oldest, she's 8. She will look at me and she guesses if I have a headache pretty bad. I can be at my lowest pain level and not really need anything extra, but she'll look at me. Savannah, do you have a headache? No, sweetheart. Are you sure? Can I get you anything? Do you need your headache meds? Do you need water? Do you want the ice pack? Do you want me to heat it up in the microwave? I don't know how, but you can tell me how. And I'm like, no, sweetheart. Can we cuddle? Will that help? And she's just the sweetest little thing. And knowing I have that support from both kids, and they're so understanding when I can't do something we had planned. They're just so sweet about it and understanding. I've never met a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old who's so understanding if I have to, if I have to change the plans because I'm in pain. They have seen me in a level of pain where I can't function, where I'm crying, and I hate that they've seen that, but they understand, like, okay, this can escalate if she pushes it. And they tell me to take it easy. My mother is always reminding me, Savannah, don't overdo it. Take it easy. I've never really completely found a treatment that fully helps me. And who knows, I might never actually figure it out. But I've been given so many different resources for my pain. Sorry, I need a sip of water. One, I try to limit my caffeine intake. I get 1 caffeinated beverage a day. 1. That is in part because of calories, but another part is the caffeine. I don't need to overdo it with caffeine, create more headaches. I don't want to ever have a, withdrawal headache, I guess, from caffeine. I tend to drink a lot of water. That helps a lot. I stay more hydrated. When I get my headaches, I do tend to get nausea and can't keep things down. So drinking a lot of water throughout the day before it gets to that point really does help me, so it doesn't dehydrate me to a severe dehydration state. So, what else? I have blackout curtains even in my bedroom, just on the big window in the room. and it helps keep things a little bit darker in case I'm having one of those migraines where I am sensitive to light. Thankfully, that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. I try, what else? I try to stretch out my neck muscles, make sure nothing's tight there that could cause a tension headache, because when you add in extra types of pain and headaches on top of your standard migraine, it can make that pain so much worse. And when you make them worse and not what you are used to, they tend to get more unbearable and harder to cope and get through. I do try to sleep them off as much as I can, but I don't know. I haven't really figured out a whole way to deal with my chronic pain, sadly. I have learned, though, that crying from the pain can make the pain actually worse. So I have to tell myself, just deep breaths, take slow ones, in and out, just try to calm myself down, get an ice pack on my neck or my forehead and eyes, or heat pack. I tend to go back and forth with those. It helps a lot. Just release that tension. It helps. Just so many ways to just calm everything down. You want to try to just be calm, ignore the pain as much as you can, and not let it overwhelm you. With my anxiety and depression, those do tend to not help my migraine situations at times, but if I remember deep breaths, it'll be over soon. That really does make a huge difference for me. I do have a game called Recognize on my phone. It is a paid app. This is not sponsored at all, of course. None of this video is. I will make sure to have that in the description, the game name. It has you practice your left and rights by looking at pictures of hands on the phone. They're doing different shapes, different symbols, anything, and you try to guess left, right. It helps rewire your brain. I will leave details about that as well. It was, oh geez. It's advice from my physical therapist to play that game when I have a migraine. And it not only helps distract me, but you're rewiring your brain. Your brain during chronic pain incidents has trouble recognizing things, like simple left and rights. It just really helps. I will make sure to leave those details down below for all of you. And if I think of anything else to add, I will add it down below as well. I did want to quick show a little bit about the Recognize app. I do have a link that will take you to a website and share all the science behind this. There are so many different settings to go through, and you just look at the images and select if it's a left or a right hand. If you did enjoy any of this, found any interesting tips, tricks, or if you have any you would like to share, leave that down below as well. And I hope to see you all in my next video, and I hope this wasn't too much for any of you. I love you all. Bye.